What's up, y'all? Today we are doing a Yep and Pride makeup look. So I wanted to do like rainbow, but I looked at my eyeshadow palettes and I don't have yellow. So we had to do some revisions. So this is going to be my version of a rainbow Pride type look. I found some looks on Pinterest, so I'm gonna show y'all. So I want to do like just the eye area. Brows are still gonna be done, you know, blush, contour, whatever. But obviously it's not going to be rainbow colored. So I want like this style, how she has the gems and the glitter in the brows. I definitely want to try to attempt that. So as y'all can see, the glitter, she has rhinestones. Absolutely love her work also. I will tag her for inspo. And then I found this one as well. This is by Laura Black. I think that's her name. Yeah, Laura Black. This is on Pinterest also. So this is kind of where I got my color scheme from. She did like bright rainbow. I absolutely love the look. It's beautiful. So these are my two inspirations. I will be tagging them in our Yap session. Obviously, I look different. Well, to me, I look different. So I am going to throw some more on me. So I'll be giving y'all a story time on an experience that I just had recently. And I want to cry when I think about it. But I'm also being very dramatic, but at the same time, I'm not. But y'all gonna let me know if I'm being dramatic or what, because honestly I feel like it's justified. Okay, so our skin is already prepped, so I decided to get my lashes done, and I got my lashes done by someone new this time. So I was very excited. I booked with this girl because of convenience. It was a last minute decision for me to even get my lashes done. And then I needed it to be like literally next day. I needed to get my lashes done within the next 24 hours. So I booked with her. And, you know, I read her policy. Everything seems fine. It doesn't seem like it's too much for me. So I'm like super excited to book, you know. And since we're going to be doing a all over eyeshadow, I'm going to just conceal the whole area I plan on doing with the eyeshadow. But so I booked with her. I'm super excited. I sent her a deposit. You know, I felt like I did my part. So, well, I did do my part. What am I talking about? So, I go to my appointment the following day, and I had been watching her story because this is my first time booking with her. I was a little nervous that, you know, like she was trying to scam me or something. So I already was like low-key apprehensive, just because whenever I find someone that I like to do something as far as beauty, I will continue to go to that same person. But the girls that I wanted to book with were already booked, or they didn't have anything until later in the day, and I needed something earlier in the day. I show up to my appointment. First of all, she didn't respond. My appointment was at noon. She didn't respond to me. So I started like, not freaking out, but I was like getting nervous that she wasn't gonna show, because I'm like, why are you not already here? So my fiance is with me, and she decides to message her, you know, just stating like, hey, I'm here for my appointment, just wondering where you were at, because the number on her booking site wasn't working. So my fiance was like, well, I'll text it. That's what happened. So she texts her and she's like, hey, I'm about to pull up. So we're like, okay, cool, like no need to stress then, you know. I give her a few minutes to go inside, get everything ready. And I don't know too much about lashes, but I know the basics of lashes because I went to esthetician school. So I know that the glue has to be a certain temperature. I wanted to give her time to get her lash tray ready. Like, you know, I just wanted to wait until she told me to come in, because I thought that she would have to prepare for this appointment. Well, I go inside, and first thing, you know, I'm expecting some questions. I'm expecting, oh, do you wear glasses? Do you wear contacts? Are you allergic to anything? Have you had lashes before? You know, just basically like, I'm expecting you to give me, not to give me, but to ask me about my day-to-day life, to really even see if I can handle these lashes. So I booked a wispy set, and I wanted bottoms. So I added bottom lashes to my appointment. So no questions asked. Literally, she has me lay on the bed. As soon as I lay on the bed, she starts right away. She starts taping my bottom lashes down. No talking, no nothing. Like, literally straight to business. So I'm like, okay, this is different. And I guess that should have been my red flag right there. But like I said, I wanted to get my lashes done. I was really in my head, because I should have better planned, better thought it out than just finding someone and literally booking them without any type of education on that person. So as she's starting, I'm like, okay, my lashes are watering. Like, they literally will not stop watering. So I'm kind of feeling a little nervous, because why are my lashes watering already? But also too, my nerves my nerves and my brain had something to do with it, because I was perfectly fine until I laid down. I guess by her not asking me anything about my by her not asking me about anything as far as my day-to-day life, it kind of threw me off a little bit. So my eyes literally would not stop watering. She asked me, oh, are you okay? You know, like, why are your lashes, basically, why are your lashes watering? And so I was like, I'm not sure. It never really happens. And I've gotten my lashes done a few times before. So I'm like, I don't know, this doesn't really ever happen. I was like, maybe it's the light, because she did have the light like directly in my eye. So, but I know you have to be able to see, so I didn't say anything about it. After I said maybe it's the light, after I told her that I thought it was the light, she turns it off. She's like, okay, goes back in, starts finishing taping my bottom lashes. Now, any other time I've got my lashes done, and she did wash my lash. I will give her that. She washed my lashes. She cleaned them. And then she goes in with the tape. So after she's done applying the tape, she starts, you know, applying the lashes. Now, any other time I've gotten my lashes done, I would say they all, you know, start in the back and go forward. Or maybe they'll map it out, you know, anything. No, she goes straight in. And she starts in the middle. So it makes me nervous because I've never had a lash tech start in the middle of my lashes. So I was a little confused. And being that she didn't map anything, I was like, okay, what's happening here? So I don't say anything. I just, you know, lay there. I asked her like a few questions just to try to spark conversation. She would, you know, respond. But I'm like, maybe she's not a talker. Also, I don't know. Because I'm not the biggest talker either. So I wasn't like too pressed about talking to her. But also I didn't want the appointment to be awkward or like, I don't know. I just felt like the silence was loud. Before I keep yapping, let me go apply the tape off camera and then we'll be going right in with our eyeshadow. So let's get to it. Back to our yap session. We got the tape applied. Now we're about to get into it. As I said, my eyes were watering. I was nervous. She starts going in, you know, with the lashes. And she starts in the middle, so, you know, I'm really confused as to what's going on. Because I've never had someone start from the middle. Especially if you didn't map the lashes out. So, you know, but I'm asking no questions. I'm not, because I don't know what her process is. And I know everyone does everything differently. So I'm still trying to give her a chance. It took me an hour to get them done. I was done in an hour. And so I kind of like was nervous because it only took you an hour to do my lashes. So, you know, I was nervous. And because I've never got my lashes done that fast. Ever. You know, I'm like super fixated on looking at them, super fixated on making sure that I don't have any type of glue stuck to my eye or anything like that. And so I go about my day and, you know, I'm just looking at them. First of all, I want to say too, if I would do like this, or even if brushing them after the 24-hour period, they were rock hard. My lashes were literally rock hard. So I was annoyed because I'm like, why, you know, why the hell are my lashes so crunchy? I go about my day. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, either I wasted the money, she played me, and that's that, or either you can message this girl, ask her about it, or whatever. So I did neither. I didn't ask her about anything. I didn't message her, nothing like that. So maybe like a few days later, I start to get annoyed with the lashes because I know that they're not on right. And anytime I go to wash them, anytime I get in the shower, I just hate how they look. I hate how they feel. Mostly how they feel. I am huge on texture. So I'm like, these have got to go. I need these lashes off. And so maybe... And two, let me also say, I was given no aftercare instructions. I was given no like spoolie. I wasn't giving anything. No type of aftercare instructions whatsoever. And I did ask her like, oh, well, how often will I have to get a fill? She said 2 weeks. Never heard the lash girlie say 2 weeks. I was like, oh, okay. So then maybe yesterday I started getting annoyed with the glue. So I'm like, okay, I'm either about to take these off or we're gonna try to stick it out. I wanted to try to stick it out just because I've literally only had them for 6 days, less than a week. Today literally makes a week. So I was like, okay, whatever. The biggest fail and waste of money of my life. I hated the lashes. They looked absolutely adorable. I loved how they looked. But the application was not what I expected it to be, and that was very upsetting to me. I feel that I wasted my money because they're gone. I lost so many lashes in the process of trying to get those lashes off because I didn't want to go to another appointment. I didn't want to message someone else to take off someone else's work. I was just absolutely pissed off. I was pissed off. I'm still pissed off, obviously, because I'm talking about it. But it was a very, like, horrible experience. I would never book again. And it took everything in me, honestly, not to message the owner. Because I did find out that you really don't have to be licensed to be working in a suite in her building. So I almost messaged her, but then I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do that because that's somebody's money. That's somebody's livelihood. But also at the same time, I should message her because you playing with people's eyeballs. I don't know. I'll think on it. I need to think on it. So yeah. That was my crazy lash story. I wasn't expecting it to go that way either, because her work on her Instagram looks amazing. I give her that. I give her kudos, because on Instagram her work looks stellar. Like, it looks top notch. So that's what I was expecting to get at my appointment. But it doesn't always work out that way. Which is fine. But I will never, ever, 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 ever do that again. And I do mean ever. This is not... It's going kind of how I want it to, but also at the same time, it's not. I don't know, maybe it's too much eyeshadow in here. So yeah, y'all, before you book a lash artist, make sure that everything seems credible, because I did not. And I truly hate that for me. Because we all work hard for our money. So now I'm all bald in the lashes. I hate it. I am not used to my lashes looking this crazy. My girl's like, oh babe, they don't. But also at the same time, you know how you look. You know when you can tell like the tiniest difference in your face, in your body. So like, yes baby, thank you for telling me that you don't notice. But also at the same time, I know I look bald. So shout out to our significant others that always try to fix it if they can. Because I know my fiance definitely, she always tries to uplift me when I'm in my head. So I'll never book a new lash artist again for that reason. I mean, like, ever. I feel like that was a huge thing to tell you guys. Maybe not. I'm not necessarily liking how this is turning out, but we're gonna go with the flow. I feel like the orange, like, low-key makes it pop. I feel like I'm gonna make it go into the hairline so it can be just as dramatic. Really, this is just me being creative, trying to get into my creativity looks. But also, like, I don't want it to be precise. I want it to be crazy. I want it to be bold. I want it... It's how I want it. LOL. And truly, like, just get out there and plan some makeup. See what you can do. Why not? Let's see what else is new with me. I am a bubble ambassador, as you guys have seen. I'm super excited about that journey. I definitely want to take it as far as I can, for sure. I love all things beauty, so I want to work with more brands. I want to put myself out there more. I just want to give myself a fair chance, you know what I mean? And I feel like, yes, there's a lot of content creators out here already, but people are doing the same things. Some people, and a lot of women, like, there is no right or wrong way to do something in the beauty world as far as makeup, applying something. Like, there's so many ways that you can achieve the same thing. So I feel like, you know, certain people like other creators for certain reasons. And then, oh, I like how she does her makeup, but I like how she applies her eyeliner this way. So, you know what I mean? I feel like there can never be too many beauty content creators, period, because there's such a wide range in the beauty world, period. So I'm gonna start posting more content, talking more, putting myself more out there, because to know me is to truly love me, and I am very introverted, so I'm going to try to be more extroverted while I'm on camera. So this is what my eyes look like. It low-key looks like I have on the, what do you call it, the eye thing, I can't think of what I'm trying to say. Oh, look at all those hairs on my face. So now I'm gonna do my eyebrows and I'll be back. I do not want to work this weekend.